Hey everybody, so today I'm here with another item that I received from my uncle while I was in my trip in Canada, and this is a Sony EXM 502 2-channel amplifier, and he used to use it for powering up two Sony 6x9s in his car, but he took everything out before he sold the car, so he had the amplifier, a tape cassette head unit, which I'll have a video of later, and two 6x9s, which I did not bring home since it was just too much of a hassle to bring home, as it was rather large. And to be honest, those speakers weren't exactly something worth keeping other than the amplifier and probably the head unit, in my opinion, that is. But anyways, this video I'm just gonna go over a couple of the things, like maybe some small specs, and show you how it's set up, and then maybe just do a test run. I do have it hooked up to my MTX Jackhammer, so there's like a couple bass lines here and there. So to start off, it is a 2-channel amplifier. It is bridgeable, so that's how I have myself hooked up, which is actually pretty cool because I've noticed some other 2-channel amplifiers are not bridgeable, but this one happens to be. And as most of you may know, Sony puts XBLOD on all their mobile or car mobile items, like subwoofers, speakers, head units. This one does not have that. I guess it's to that point where they didn't have that XBLOD series yet, and it isn't their ES series either, which would actually be very pricey. If I had any of their ES stuff, I would be very happy, but I don't. Alright, so that's the bottom or the side of the amplifier. As you can see, it's a Sony and has a little power indicator right here, and this is your 25A fuse. And then over here I've got two power going in and two grounds with one jumper to the remote. I don't know if you guys noticed from my other videos, I usually have only one power and one ground with one jumper, and but this time I upgraded because I have a thicker cable now for the jump, and now I have two, so it is actually performing much better, less heat, and I don't know about power wise, but it should be better than before. Alright, so on the other side of the amplifier, or the top of it, you do have a high level input, your audio left and right input, a stereo or mono mode switch, low pass filter switch, and your level down here, this little hole right there. The first time I saw it, I thought it was sort of pushed in or maybe damaged, broken, but it's just the way it's built. You stick a screwdriver in there, a flathead, and just change your level. And obviously your speaker outputs, the way I have it right here, bridged, and then of course you can have your left and right, and a couple other settings like mono or stereo. I do have it on bridged stereo. Okay, so specifications wise, I don't really know too much about it because I can't find anything on it. I swore I had the manual in my hand while I was actually in Canada when packing this thing up, but I can't find it now, and maybe I left it there on accident when I was actually playing around with it. But anyways, as far as I remember, it's I think 226 watts combined, or 100 watts per channel. I don't know if that's RMS or max, but it seems to be powering this subwoofer just fine, so I'm just happy with that. So sorry if I didn't have the correct specs, but it's usually around, I think, 4 ohms. I have it bridged, and that should fit the subwoofer just fine. And if I didn't mention it already, I do have my 600 watt Coolmax PSU hooked up to it. That's what's powering this ththing right now. Okay. Alright, so now it's just pretty much just a demo of it powering up the MTX, and I'm just going to play a couple songs here and there. If you guys watch my other videos, you probably do know I do have this 2-channel crunch amplifier that I usually hook the jackhammer up to, but I recently packed that back up and use this one now. And the thing about that one, it's got a little bit more different options, like a high pass filter, a audio out, so you can connect up to another amplifier to it, so that's pretty convenient. But so far this one's not bad. I got a 3.5mm splitter, so works good either way. I do have my iPod Touch hooked up to it. I recently got it right here, 3rd gen. I didn't buy it, my uncle also gave it to me. Anyways, moving on. I just got off track there for a little bit. Let's turn it up for a little bit. You guys obviously cannot hear the true sound quality without hearing it in person, and I want to mention again, I don't have any highs or mids hooked up to this, so you won't hear any vocals at all. It's just bass if you do have bass on your speakers. Alright? Alright, so this is actually all I'm going to play for this video. I might have another video up with this amplifier and hopefully have the highs or mids hooked up to it, or something at least for vocals. But anyways, this is it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to hear from you. And other than that, thanks for watching.